We found a glass eye in our salad at lunch the other day, and were more than slightly perturbed by the discovery, since we were home alone at the time. And if a glass eye had found its way into our salad, a simple cherry fruit salad prepared fresh from the can the way we always like it, chances were good that its owner might still be hiding on the premises somewhere. Maybe crouching behind the drapes in the living room. Maybe lurking upstairs in one of the closets. A large individual as we pictured him, with his hair straying down untidily over his one good eye, which would be shining, we felt certain of this, with the pure, cracked light of homicidal looniness. We wondered if he would still be wearing the hospital shirt he had escaped in, and we decided that in all likelihood he would be in need of a shave. But the major question, at least to our way of thinking, was more fundamental than any question of dress or grooming. Was he carrying a razor, or was he carrying an axe? Or was he perhaps of the school that prefers the direct, ham-handed approach? In truth, a one-eyed maniac hiding somewhere in the house at lunchtime gave us much to think about and mull over. Meanwhile, the glass eye, a baby blue one, stared up at us from among the pitted sweet cherries, the sliced peaches, the diced avocado, the tiny melon balls, and the seedless grapes. A truly jarring interloper in its own right. Its pupil as black as a shoe button surrounded by the ring of light blue iris, in no way fit in with or satisfied our notion of what a good fruit salad should contain. And we felt that if it should inadvertently find its way into our mouth, we'd get the sudden taste of earwax. In fact, the glass eye in its detached condition was curiously unsettling, a sort of unwinking observer, unwinking in the physiological as well as the physical sense, that is. We cannot guess what brought the next train of thought into our head. What impulse prompted it? Possibly that our Uncle George back in Oklahoma had been one 17th Cherokee on his mother's side and had worn a glass eye. At any rate, our next thought as we sat frozen over the glass eye in our salad was how the hoppy philosophers say that we are now in the era of the fourth world, what they call the world of turning. No matter what you deserve, the hoppies say, you're only going to get what you're capable of asking for. You have to be able to create the concept of your own desires. And at that moment,
oh, please, don't let that one-eyed maniac get us. Please make everything come out all right.
in truth, our own outburst rather startled us. We were uncertain as to whether or not this approach was what the hoppy philosophers had in mind, and were almost on the point of deciding it probably wasn't, when suddenly, without warning, as though some quality of light in the kitchen had gently but decisively shifted, we noticed that on the straw mat there lay a second glass eye. A quick glance was enough to assure us that this second glass eye was also baby blue in colour, an obvious mate to the one in our salad. We relaxed a little then. A maniac who had dropped one glass eye and was hiding in the house was one thing, but a maniac who had dropped both glass eyes was something else again. In truth, we felt pretty confident we could handle a blind maniac.